In this lighthearted and funny interview of Jimmy Fallon with Mark Ruffalo, as clearly a member of the Avengers cast, is asked about a well-known story involving the original Avengers actors getting matching tattoos. The host brings up that Jeremy Renner had previously been on the show and revealed this fun tidbit, even showing off Robert Downey Jr.'s tattoo as an example. Naturally, the host then turns to the guest with curiosity, asking where they got their own Avengers tattoo. The crowd gets hyped, expecting a big reveal, but the guest surprises everyone with a plot twist. They didn't get one at all. The audience and host both react in playful shock, complete with dramatic music and laughter. The guest explains their decision with a blend of humor and sincerity. First, they admit to a fear of needles, which is a pretty relatable reason. But then, they take a more unexpected route, saying they have a punk rock soul and felt it would be more rebellious not to get the tattoo since everyone has one. The host leans into the bit, calling the move radical and rebellious, with both of them cracking up about how edgy it is to not follow the trend. Despite not having the physical ink, the guest insists that the bond with their Avengers castmates is something they carry in their heart, emphasizing the deep connection they all share from working together on such a massive and emotional project. The whole exchange is funny, sweet, and charming. It shows the guest's personality, their camaraderie with the cast, and their ability to laugh at themselves while also being a bit of a nonconformist. Why didn't they get the Avengers tattoo like the rest of the cast? Was it really just the fear of needles, or was there more to it? As Mark in the interview didn't get the Avengers tattoo primarily due to a fear of needles, which they openly admitted to. However, they also shared another reason. They have a punk rock soul. This suggests that, aside from the physical discomfort, they felt that it would be more rebellious and nonconformist not to get the tattoo, especially since it seemed like something everyone else was doing. So, it wasn't just the fear of needles, it was also a personal choice to stand out and embrace a more individualistic approach. They played it off as being a way of being radical and rebellious, which added a bit of humor to the situation and gave the audience a glimpse into their personality. Ultimately, it sounds like it was a mix of both practical reasons, fear of needles, and a desire to stay true to their own unique vibe. Which Avengers actors actually got the matching tattoos? Is it all of them, or just a select few of the original cast? The matching Avengers tattoos were a fun tradition for a select group of the original cast, but not every single member of the team participated. The tattoo idea was mostly a gesture of unity, marking the end of the first Avengers film and their bond as a team. Here's a breakdown of who got the matching tattoo. Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man. He was one of the first to get the tattoo and proudly shared it with fans. Chris Hemsworth, Thor. Hemsworth also joined in on the tattoo decision, marking his commitment to the team. Chris Evans, Captain America Evans, who played Captain America, also got the tattoo, solidifying his place among the Avengers. Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow. Scarlett was another cast member who got the tattoo. As one of the key Avengers, she made sure to get her ink. Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye Renner, who played Hawkeye, was an enthusiastic participant and even showed off his tattoo during an interview. However, not all of the original cast members went through with it. Mark Ruffalo, Hulk, was one notable holdout. As we saw in the interview, Ruffalo decided not to get the tattoo, citing a fear of needles and his rebellious nature. So, while not all of the original Avengers participated, a core group of them did. It was a special moment for the cast, but for some, the bond remained strong without the tattoo. What does the Avengers tattoo look like, and is there a special meaning behind it? The Avengers tattoo that the core cast members got is relatively simple, but packed with meaning. It's a small A for Avengers with a circle around it, designed to resemble the Avengers logo. The A is typically written in a bold, stylized font, and the circle around it completes the logo. The tattoo is quite minimalistic and subtle, which matches the personal and understated way the cast members chose to commemorate their bond. Meaning, behind the tattoo. The tattoo is more than just a piece of ink. It represents the deep, lasting connection between the actors who became the iconic team known as the Avengers. It's a way of marking their shared experience of working on such a monumental film franchise that changed the landscape of cinema. For the cast, the tattoo symbolized teamwork, camaraderie, and the legacy they created together. It also marked a significant moment in their careers, as they went from relatively unknown or typecast actors to global superstars thanks to their roles in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU. While the tattoo itself is simple, the meaning goes beyond just a logo. It's a permanent reminder of their bond, their success, and their journey together through the MCU. For the actors who got it, it's a lasting symbol of their time spent together and the importance of the Avengers family, both on and off the screen. The tattoo is, in a way, a visual representation of their unity as the Avengers, even though the films have come to an end. For those of you who have already subscribed over the last couple of months, thank you guys so much. We've been gaining subscribers here at Maxiverse Twist, and if you have not already, I also noticed that 99.6% is watching in this channel have not yet subscribed already. I would just kindly invite you to do so. It's like the #1 thing you can do to support me as a content creator in the channel. And of course, you gotta be subbed to see more latest updated videos. Did the cast pressure or tease the one who didn't get the tattoo? Was there any behind-the-scenes drama or just friendly joking? There's no any real pressure or behind-the-scenes drama regarding Mark Ruffalo not getting the matching Avengers tattoo. Instead, it seems like it was more of a friendly, lighthearted tease among the cast. From the interviews and stories shared by the actors, the atmosphere surrounding the tattoo was more about fun and camaraderie than any serious pressure. In fact, the rest of the cast, including the ones who did get the tattoo, seemed to have taken Mark's decision with a sense of humor. In the interview where he explained why he didn't get the tattoo, Ruffalo joked about his fear of needles and his rebellious streak, which the others clearly found amusing and embraced. The jokes about being punk rock for not getting the tattoo were all in good spirits. Additionally, in other interviews, Jeremy Renner and Chris Hemsworth have joked about Mark being the odd one out without the tattoo, but it's all been in the context of friendly banter rather than any serious pressure. The cast members have consistently portrayed their bond as one based on mutual respect and fun, rather than any sort of tension or conflict over this issue. Ultimately, while Mark Ruffalo's decision to skip the tattoo may have been a playful point of teasing, it didn't seem to cause any tension within the group. The cast's connection is much more about their shared experiences in the films and the genuine friendship they've built over the years, rather than whether or not they all have matching tattoos. Has the actor changed their mind since then and considered getting the tattoo now, especially with the emotional legacy of the franchise? As of now, Mark Ruffalo has not publicly stated that he's changed his mind about getting the Avengers tattoo. During the interview where he explained his decision, he jokingly mentioned that he felt left out because the others had the tattoo, and he was working up the courage to get needled. However, he didn't express any strong desire to rush into getting one. The idea of the tattoo definitely carries an emotional weight, considering the legacy of the Avengers franchise and the deep bond the actors share after so many years working together. But despite the emotional significance, Ruffalo has always had a more individualistic, rebellious approach to things, something he has expressed multiple times in interviews. His decision to not get the tattoo was partly about staying true to his punk rock soul, and it seems that while he acknowledges the meaning behind it, he's still more focused on what feels right for him personally. Given the bond and emotional impact of being part of the Avengers family, it's not out of the question that he could change his mind in the future. But as of now, he hasn't mentioned any specific plans to get the tattoo, even with the legacy of the franchise in mind. If he does, it'll likely be on his own terms, staying true to his style and approach. Where did each of the Avengers actors get their tattoo placed on their body? Fans love those little personal details. Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man. Placement: upper right arm. Downey Jr. was one of the first to get the tattoo and helped organize it with the tattoo artist. His is located on his upper right arm, and he's proudly shown it off in a few interviews and appearances. Chris Evans, Captain America. Placement: upper right arm, same spot as RDJ. Evans got his tattoo in the same place as Downey Jr., and he's mentioned it in interviews as a really meaningful experience. He even shared that the tattoo session felt like a rite of passage. Chris Hemsworth. Thor. Placement: upper right ribcage side. Hemsworth opted for a slightly more discreet spot on his right side, near the ribs. It's not often visible, but he confirmed it's there. Scarlett Johansson. Black Widow. Placement: right shoulder, sock, back area. Scarlet was one of the first to get the tattoo and reportedly even got hers before some of the others, helping to convince them to go through with it. Hers is near the back of her right shoulder. Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye. Placement: left shoulder, Tonka upper arm. Renner has shown his tattoo during interviews and red carpet events. It's on his upper left arm. He's been very open about it and seemed proud to be part of the group. Mark Ruffalo, Hulk. Placement: nowhere. As you know, Ruffalo didn't get the tattoo. He joked about being afraid of needles and wanting to be the punk rock rebel of the group by opting out. Fun fact: the tattoo was done by Josh Lord, a well-known tattoo artist from New York. In some cases, the actors even helped tattoo each other under Lord's guidance. Talk about team bonding. Let me know if you want a visual reference or a graphic to see where they all placed them. Are there any other behind-the-scenes traditions or rituals the Avengers cast had together, aside from the tattoo story? Any pranks, group gifts, etc.? Besides the now iconic tattoo story, the Avengers cast had a bunch of fun behind-the-scenes traditions, pranks, and rituals that really show how close-knit they were off-screen. Here's a rundown of some of the most memorable ones. Group gifts and personalized keepsakes. Robert Downey Jr. was the king of thoughtful gestures. He was known to give extravagant wrap gifts to his castmates and crew. For example, he reportedly gave each of the original Avengers cast members custom-engraved Avengers chairs. After Avengers Endgame, he gifted Chris Evans a custom Captain America shield. He also gave the crew personalized jackets and special gifts at wrap parties. Set pranks and goofing around the Avengers set was full of pranks and jokes, especially involving Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., and Mark Ruffalo. Chris Hemsworth once brought a fake Thor hammer, Mjolnir, to set and left it around in random places, daring people to lift it. Mark Ruffalo, known for accidentally spoiling plot points, became a running joke among the cast. He once accidentally live-streamed part of Thor Ragnarok at the premiere. Everyone teased him endlessly for it. Tom Holland, Spider-Man, also gained a reputation for spoiling things, which led to the older Avengers teasing him about being kept in the dark on plot details. On-set birthday celebrations. The cast would often throw surprise birthday parties for each other on set. There are cute clips and photos of cake cutting and everyone singing happy birthday, usually in full costume. Group dinners and cast hangouts. During the filming of the first Avengers, the original 6 reportedly went out for dinners regularly to bond. Scarlett Johansson mentioned that they would often gather just to talk and unwind after long shoot days. Downey Jr. frequently hosted meals and gatherings for the cast during big shoots, turning it into a sort of family tradition. Nicknames and inside jokes. The cast had plenty of nicknames for each other. For example, Downey often called Chris Evans Cap, even off-camera. Inside jokes and running gags, like mocking each other's superhero suits or comparing action figure merch, were a staple of press junkets and interviews. Quiet, sentimental moments. During the filming of Avengers Endgame, there were reportedly quiet, emotional moments on set, especially in the final scenes. The original 6 shared private toasts and reflections on their decade-long journey. One story goes that when filming wrapped on the last scene with all 6 original Avengers, they all held hands and had a moment of silence together. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe for more exciting Maxiverse Twist content.